Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something every entrepreneur wrestles with, the startup business plan. Specifically, this fascinating tension between dreaming big and staying grounded in reality. Because here's the thing, your business plan can make or break your funding round, but not for the reasons you might think. Right, so let me start with some numbers. A successful startup takes about 9 years to reach 9.3 million euros in revenue after raising around 4 million euros. Median exit value? 38 million euros. But here's what's really interesting. Only 58% of these startups are even profitable when they exit. Startups aren't playing the same game as traditional businesses. They're betting on growth, not immediate profits. And when your company is valued at 4.1 times your revenue, that strategy actually makes sense. Now here's where things get tricky. When you present these realistic forecasts to investors, many will tell you that you lack ambition. They want exponential growth, the kind that honestly only exists in spreadsheet fantasies. So should entrepreneurs follow the playbook of politicians who know that if you don't make people dream, you won't win support? I mean, is selling dreams just part of the game? Here's the insider perspective that changes everything. Antoine Garrigues, co-founder of Iris Capital, puts it bluntly. We run our calculations on a business plan cut in half and then see if we can make 3 to 4 times our investment. Let that sink in. Even seasoned investors assume you're being overly optimistic. They're already mentally cutting your projections in half. So at this point, it's fair to ask, if everyone knows the numbers are inflated, why go through this dance? How far can you stretch assumptions without getting trapped by them when reality hits? Right, so let's talk about building a credible plan. Your main scenario, the base case, that's what you expect when everything goes according to plan. But here's the key point. You need alternative scenarios and contingency plans, because investors need to see that you can adapt when things inevitably go sideways. What investors expect depends on your stage. Early stage, your credibility rests on justifying development costs, pricing, margins, and most importantly, your customer acquisition cost and customer lifetime value. That CAC to CLV ratio is what they're scrutinizing. But once you're past 10 million euros in revenue, Victor Luger from Big Mama Group nails it. Your investors will be watching your free cash flows. At that stage, it's all about execution and cash management. So, what makes a business plan credible? It comes down to fundamentals. How strong is your value proposition? How sound is your business model? Are your projections based on real data, not wishful thinking? But you know what's even more important? Your team. Have you assembled skilled, motivated people aligned around shared goals? Because the best plan means nothing if you don't have people who can execute and adapt when reality diverges from your base case. Here's the thing. Playing with assumptions isn't cheating, provided you never lose touch with reality. A good business plan is not speculative fiction. It's a strategic compass that helps you navigate uncertainty. Your investors don't expect perfect forecasts. What they're looking for is a lucid strategic mindset that balances ambition with prudence. Ultimately, an entrepreneur's credibility isn't measured by how accurate their promises are. It's measured by their ability to readjust those promises without losing direction. So as we wrap things up, here's your takeaway. The failure rate for startups is over 90%. But the ones that succeed, they're not succeeding because they had the most optimistic spreadsheets. They're succeeding because they built credible plans based on solid assumptions, assembled strong teams, and stayed adaptable. The art of the business plan isn't about making people dream. It's about building a roadmap you can actually follow, even when the road gets rough. And on that note, I'll leave you with this. Are you building a plan that serves your ego or one that serves your company's actual needs? Stay curious, keep those questions coming, and remember, your investors are already cutting your projections in half, so you might as well start with something real. Until next time, keep building.